what the hell she was talking about.
All right, I guess we're here. What's up, idiots? We were waiting a long time for that witch to show up.
I thought it was a different.
Nope.
There was a different one,
Okay.
but
I think that's the only one there was.
No, there's another one.
All right. Yeah, welcome back, idiots. Welcome to spooky season. Tonight we're gonna pick your Halloween movie comps. Okay, so your horror movie comps, your Halloween movie comps. Mo was supposed to write the script tonight, but
Liam Payne from One Direction died, so I did not have any motivation to do any of that right now.
we're all grieving. We're all
No,
mourning in
you're
our
not.
own way.
You're not.
I saw that today. It was sad. I don't know.
Sad.
Fell out of
There could never ever be
a hotel or
a full reunion.
What
now.
drugs was he on?
I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know any of.
yeah. There's no details, but R.I.P. One Direction.
Sorry, buddy.
Harry Styles still out there doing his thing though. So
Yeah,
you know.
Harry.
Let's move on.
All right. Yeah, almost. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It is spooky season. We're going to move on to scary things instead of sad things.
Yes.
But first, we're going to recap last week's games. In the game of the week, I took down Tommy 141 to 139 in a completely unforeseeable upset. I did pick myself to win, but, you know, all weekend I thought I was losing.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna win it towards the end, but.
Only towards the end? You were hoping I would lose the rest of the week?
Yeah,
All right.
because I knew I was going to lose.
Oh,
So
I
I was
see.
hoping that we'd have similar records.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. In Sarah crushed Devin 165 to 113. No surprise there. Good job, Sarah.
Yep.
Sorry,
She's
Devin.
back in the first place now. Carlos, third victor in a row, over Mo, to get to 3-3. So he's had 3 wins in a row. He's now 3-3. It's 124 to 91. That was a bad matchup.
I mean, Carlos is one of the luckiest guys ever because that was just crazy. He's
yeah.
just. What did you say he has?
He has the least points in the league, and he's 3. He has the same record as me,
Yeah.
and I have the second
That's-
most points. And
Yep, crazy.
3-3, 7th place, just out of the playoffs, but he is 3-3. Yeah, Dal. Is this one you?
Yep, Dallin continued to impress with 167 to 135, win over AWC. Tough
And
loss.
TJ improved to 4-2 with a big win over Mossy. Not like a wide margin, but it was 141 to 137. But
I didn't
definitely
see
a
that.
prove-it game to kind of beat Mossy in that one.
Yeah, good job, TJ. And Tiani got back in the win column, 154 to 132 over Abby.
All right. So we are going to do the Halloween movie comps, the horror movie comps. We are not in costume. We will be in costume in a couple weeks when we do. What do you want? Should we tell them the lineup or should we keep it secret what we're doing?
We can tell them.
Okay. So
but
tonight.
there are costumes to come next. My week is this week is movies.
This week is movies.
Next week is candy.
Mo's promising she's
will
going to
be-
write that.
That
Ross,
will be my week.
what's up, Tiffany?
I'm gonna write the script
notes.
for the notes. The notes. I will supply the costumes for that.
Oh, there's going to be costumes for that.
Yep.
And we're definitely going to be just mowing candy on screen in that one.
entire
so,
time.
yes,
And
that's coming.
then the week of Halloween is gonna be costumes.
Yeah, traditional costumes,
Mhm.
also like monsters and costumes. It doesn't have to be monsters, but any kind of
Yeah.
costume. So
Yeah.
Halloween character type of things.
Mhm.
So, and we're going to be in costume for that one as well with our actual Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up. Exciting stuff. But let's get to this week's games and your guys' moving comps. Why don't you do this one since it's my game and I don't like to pick against
Okay.
Tiani.
Is yours Murray to Live?
I'm Murray to Life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Murray to Live versus Gritty Gritty Bang Bang. Current projections 145 to 120. And Tiani has
Favoring me at this point. Sorry, I didn't write that.
Okay, so David is favored to win. And Tiani has an open flex spot. They both like to pick
No, that is a we both.
what?
We both like to pick Tiani to win.
Oh,
yeah.
dang it.
We always like to pick Tiani to
I
win.
didn't read ahead either, okay guys. We both like to pick Tiani to win at all times. Unless David gets Jonathan Taylor back and Brian Robinson actually plays. Tiani is going to get the win here. Too many injury question marks and bye week question marks for David. Plus, Tiani gets to roll out her new QB, Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Saw
another
that.
husband-wife trade.
That's a little Suspicious.
Yeah, not as bad as last year where
Last year's
Tiani
was-
just traded him Fab
For
dishes, for doing the dishes.
Stupid.
Yeah. But another husband-wife trade, okay?
That's fine.
And it's fair enough of a trade. I think that Tiani could have gotten a similar level QB for a lot less than that, but
Whatever.
husband-wife trades, they happen.
It's okay. I'm also gonna say, you know what, David? I'm gonna say you're gonna live.
Yeah, I'm picking Tiani.
I'll pick Tiani.
I've
too.
been successful picking myself recently. I do think I have a good chance to win this one, but I hate picking against Tiani. I love that she's getting the wins this year. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, so your movie comps are David. He is 3-3.
Good job
His
changing
team has gone back and forth.
that.
His superhero was Two-Face.
And he.
He is following a similar theme with this one. Sometimes he seems like a gentle victim, and other times his team becomes a murderous maniac. So his horror movie comp is Psycho, because he's a psycho.
Yeah, my team's a psycho. I don't know. I'm either gentle. I can't remember that guy's name. Do you remember the guy's name in Psycho?
Psycho?
Norman Bates. Sometimes I'm Norman Bates, and sometimes
That's
I'm dressed
Norman
up.
Bates?
Yeah,
in
Norman
Psycho?
Bates. Yeah, he's the guy who owns the little motel there
The
that
Bates
the blonde
Motel.
stays in, the Bates Motel. And sometimes he's just like this really nice little oh, welcome to my hotel.
For a second, I did think you were talking about American Psycho. with
Oh, not
other-
American. Yeah, that's different. That's
Okay.
a weird movie. No,
Okay.
yeah, just Psycho.
Just Psycho.
And sometimes I'm dressed up like his grandma or mom or whatever.
His mom, I think.
Yeah, killing women in hotel rooms. So
Does it?
watch out, Tiani.
Yep.
Watch out.
That's okay.
That was-
You want to read Tiani's?
That's
And
Tiani, 4-2, number 3 in the league. You have the fourth most points in the league. You've gone from bottom dweller the last couple of years, and now you're rising up to the top. So that's why I'm giving you a classic horror franchise, George Romero's zombie classics, Night of the Living Dead. It's one of the top franchises of all time, but it started with some pretty limited capabilities. I mean, this is like, I don't remember what year the original Night of the Living Dead was made, but they were pretty limited in their technological capabilities. They're developing now. They have been developing, I should say, over the last 30 years. 1968. I was going to say 60s. I was worried. I actually thought it could have been late 50s at one point. But yeah, the first one's a little iffy just in the production capabilities, but they've gotten better and better. Dawn of the Dead was fantastic. And so you have been around forever in this league. You're an OG member.
Yep.
It started rough, but your trajectory's just been up, and that's why you get the Night of the Living Dead franchise. So congrats.
Love it.
All right, Team Whistlefist versus the Bogeyman. This is Devin v. Carlos. The current projection's 105 to 85, favoring Carlos, who's with several missing players in the lineups. It looks really shitty right now. This looks like a terrible game. Carlos has to replace flex and a defense. Devin's down a tight end, a flex, and a running back. They both have players on the bench to fill in, but it's still going to be a low-scoring game in all likelihood. Carlos has won 3 games in a row with 124 points, 132 points, and 135 points. By contrast, on those same weeks, each of those weeks, we've had a team lose who had 155 points, 151 points, and 137 points. So this could be another time where someone's getting a win with the least points. Then you get that designation in the weekly summary of lowest points in a win. That's been Carlos every time, basically. And if Devin wins this one, it'll be Devin in this one. I have Carlos winning this for his 4th straight win, though, with a winning record.
Yeah, I have Carlos winning too because, yeah.
I have doubts whether Devin will actually remember to make the changes in his lineup, so we'll see.
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah. All right, movie comps.
You can read Devin's because that made no sense to me. I read it.
Yeah, Devin, 10th in the league. You're struggling with depth a little bit, so I'm looking for a franchise or a movie, a Halloween movie, that is lacking in depth, lacking a good storyline, essentially. And so you're getting The Toxic Avenger, which is not a very well-known movie. This is not well-known. I think Devin and I might have talked about this movie recently, actually. Basically, it's about a weak mop boy, is what they call him. It's like a janitor who falls into a vat of poison or toxin and becomes a disgusting sludge person called the Toxic Avenger. And he avenges things. It's not a very good movie, and that's why it's Devin's movie.
Damn.
I don't
Okay.
know, Devin's team's movie. Yeah.
Okay, Carlos, you are outperforming your team's ability. You literally have the least points in the league, but are 3-3, same record as David, and are 7th in standings. You are a bit of a surprise at this point in the season, somewhat of a low-budget team that has managed to capitalize on some weaker matchups. But hey, you are getting it done. For that reason, you are the Blair Witch Project. We all watched it. People are surprised and kind of swept up by the hype of it. But in the end, it's probably not the best horror movie, but it definitely had its day in the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Blair Witch
Well
Project.
written.
Oh, thank you.
Good for you.
Oh yeah. Well read too. You did a really good job on
I
that.
read it 3 times.
Yeah. So yeah, Blair Witch Project. I mean, it shouldn't have been as big as it was probably
It
based
was
on their
so
resources.
scary seeing it in theater
Yeah, it probably wasn't that theater.
because
It was
everyone
scary.
thought it was real.
Yeah.
We.
Paranormal Activity was a similar idea for Mo.
I thought they were real
Yeah.
for till the 4th one.
Until I didn't see. Is that the marked people one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Mo's game. Tortured Coaches Department versus.
I'm not
It's
doing
your
it. I
turn this
can't do
week.
it,
It's your
but
turn
I can't
this
do
week.
it. It's my thing.
Oh my god.
I'll do it next week.
Sit down! That one?
Sit down!
I'll do it next week.
You gotta start shaking your
I
head like
can do
that.
it.
Sit down!
Come on, Mo.
Yeah.
I'll do it next week.
Sit down.
100%.
Even Brooke knew what it was, and she couldn't even
She's
see
been
it.
here every week.
Oh, yeah.
my God.
I know, I
I've been
love it.
doing
You've been with
this.
us this whole time.
And I
babe.
don't, yeah.
All right. Sarah's projected to win this against Mo, 154 to 129.
So scared.
About Sarah?
Yeah.
Her team's good. It's
I
a
know,
very good team. Sarah's team's back in first place with my takedown of Tommy last week in his weakest moment. To be fair, his lowest points on the season. I beat him by 2. So, her is only 2 points. Her projection. I didn't write that, but her
Huh?
projection. It just says her is only 2 points behind Tommy.
So,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Her projection's only 2 points behind Tommy this week. I don't know if Mo has enough to keep up.
no, I don't think I do.
But this is what Mo does. Good week, bad week, bad week, bad week, good week.
Shut
so,
up.
like, she kind of goes back and forth. And like her good weeks though are like 180 points. I
Yeah.
don't like your good weeks, like 180 points. You could beat anyone on those weeks most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's possible. But Josh Allen now has Amari Cooper. That's just going to help Josh Allen. Debo, Brock Bowers is now the team's top target with the departure of Devontae Adams. I think it's too much for you to keep up with. Sarah gets the win.
I sadly have to say, Sarah, you're probably going to win this week, too. I hope you
Solid
don't.
team.
But I think I'm going to lose this week. So.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, movie comps. Mo, it's a struggle right now. You're
Yeah.
2 and 4. You're number 9.
Number
Shit's
9.
you're number 9. Shit's not good right now. There's still lots of time for you left in the season, and you have some good foundational pieces. You're just gonna have to take some spare parts from other pieces and sew them onto you and
Wow.
fix that
Oh,
ruined
I wonder where
corpse.
This is going.
It's Frankenstein?
Worse.
No!
Fix that ruined corpse that you are, and that is why you are Frankenweenie.
Oh my god.
Yes, Frankenweenie.
Aww.
It's a good movie. Oh, that movie makes me cry
It's
though. That's such a good movie.
It's a cute movie.
It's
All right.
All right. Sarah is number 1 in the league right now. Yes, Tommy has the most points by a fair margin, but you are first in the league, and that means you get the iconic perfect horror movie for this time of the year, and that is Halloween.
Oh,
Michael Myers is the best villain. The way the movie is filmed is so fall, so Halloween, and
gritty.
it's just perfect.
Yeah.
You are Halloween. You're
Oh.
the epitome of
The music,
everything.
the lighting. Oh man, that movie is just perfect Halloween horror movie. Obviously, it's called Halloween, so they're going for that, and they nailed that. I love that movie so much. You never watch it? It's so good.
What?
For all the slasher movies,
I've watched like the other ones of them. I've never
Yeah.
watched the original.
Oh, you have
it's,
to watch
it's
it.
the best one. I
Yeah,
think. I really do think it's the best one.
one.
For all the slasher movies, that's my favorite. Definitely. And I like other kind of horror movies. That's not really my style of horror movie. is the slashers. I don't know about you.
Uh,
It's like the 80s slasher movies.
Yeah,
They're fun.
it's got that
I-
element.
Friday the
to it.
13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I
the
used to like
Nightmare on Elm
slasher.
Streets were terrifying to me as a
Yeah.
kid, but I like more of like the paranormal movies.
Yeah, that's I think what I
Mhm.
Movies get me.
tend to enjoy watching now. I used to love slasher movies though, so I
I
don't
think
know.
that's
Is
just
anyone
like-
Pet Cemetery?
It was, Pet Cemetery messed Brooke up.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
did.
movie
Watch
she
that.
doesn't watch.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I was in 5th grade and.
yeah. That's like, it messed me up when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was sleepwalking and like was trying to find a clown killer in my sleep, and I asked my mom this.
Yeah.
I don't know how as a parent you don't just like, okay, he's got to go to a convent now with the nuns or something. So yeah, you're gonna have to leave our home, son. All right. Anyways, back to it. What's
All right.
you gotta go for this
What's
one.
Left Not to Do versus Dawn Wiggs. Mossy's projected to win 124 to 118. Who's he playing? Oh, WC.
Yeah.
Mossy needs to replace his QB since he traded him to Tiani. I assume just to
Beat me.
beat David.
Yeah.
AWC has to replace Chris Olave, who has been ruled out for injury, so she has to replace him. But this is suddenly a really good game. Mossy should put him in the game of the week. Who did you put in the game of the week?
Yeah, no, that's for later. That's a big surprise.
She's gonna be so mad at me.
Mm.
Okay.
Somebody who doesn't
Um,
want to be in the game of the week, for sure.
Mossy's is going to put in Jared Goff and his 21 points. AWC will play Christian Watson or someone like that for 10 points, and the projection will be 145 to 128
Seems
or
like that's where
something
we're
along those lines.
Yeah.
But I think this one could actually be closer than that too. His gut says Mossy will get his win, but he sees a really big possibility of an upset as well. But
Picking
he
Mossy.
picks Mossy.
What do you got?
I always want WC to win.
This is WC's 1-5, last place in the league.
No.
Mossy's 2-4.
Mossy and I have the same record.
Yeah.
I really don't
he's-
feel that bad about myself.
I think
now,
he's
Mossy.
10th in the
Sorry.
league too. I don't know. Maybe he's
I'm above
maybe
Mossy.
he's 8. No, he might be one spot ahead of you. There's a whole clump of people at 3-3, 2-4 in that range.
Okay.
He might be just one spot ahead of you.
I always pick WC, so I won't pick WC because maybe it's a bad luck thing for her. So I'll pick
Yeah,
Mossy this
pick
week.
Mossy. That's why I put him in the game of the week when I needed to beat him.
I'll pick Mossy for you. WC.
Mossy, we're both picking you. Sorry, dude. That's a bad sign. All right, movie comps, AWC. I hate to do this, but you are currently in last place. Okay. In the past, in our league, on this show, because I've done this show every year of our league, pretty much. That used to mean you got Leprechaun into Hood. That was the worst horror movie I've ever seen, or Leprechaun in Space. But then in 2023, someone decided it was a good idea to make a horror movie called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
No.
Yeah, this is a real thing. This is a real movie. Christopher Robin's The 100 Acre Woods is no longer safe. Winnie the Pooh and all of his friends are suddenly hunting Christopher Robin in the 100 Acre Wood. This is a very real movie. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey did not need to be made. Just got to be the worst thing ever. And so unfortunately, that's the comp for your team as the worst team in the league right now, AWC. So you are, sorry about that. Just terrible. People are so ridiculous.
That's sad.
It is.
to do.
It is.
They didn't copyright Disney was
I
okay
can't
with
I
that?
can't believe it was approved.
Mhm.
I don't know how this happened.
Disney
Well,
was
if you
just
probably if you
sure.
I love
change it
Blood and
enough.
Honey. It's like
Oh my
that is
God.
funny. That's
Calling it straight up Winnie the Pooh though. That's,
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Mossy, you are a struggling franchise in need of a revival, and you made a trade for Devin Ashley.
Achan.
Achan.
Devon Achan. Devon Achan.
Devon Achan and Alexander Matson, and hope to stir it up. That is why he's giving you Child's Play, Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
The concept.
Not just Child's Play. It's got to be. It's Bride of
Bride of
Chucky.
Chucky.
Yeah.
The concept was getting a little stale, so they threw a new character in hopes of stirring things up. Now we get to see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Child's Play. Bride of Chucky. That's you,
And
Mossy. Bringing
You
some
traded
new.
your wife,
Yeah.
so that works.
Because
Because they
I
get
mean-
married in that, don't they? Or is that another?
Oh,
one?
that's a good point. I mean, it's his bride.
That's,
Bride of Chucky.
that's what
Also, is it okay to take advantage of your wife in a trade? I feel like that'd be scary for me to.
I don't know, Tiani. I'll check in on you.
Yeah, I don't know. Checking on Mossy later if this doesn't go well. I would never trade with Brooke. I'd be so scared. All right, like if it didn't work out, oh man.
That
Okay.
would be bad.
All right.
We're at 20 minutes.
Who read the last one? Is that 25?
20 minutes.
Oh, 20. Oh, God, okay. Gives me more versus Swift Diggs, Kelsey's Chubb. This is Tommy v. Abby. Tommy currently favored 156 to 83. Oh, God. That's almost twice her projection. With Abby missing 3 starters currently, though. So she's got to put people in. She realistically has about 4 players to swap because she also has a guy with like 4 or 5 points in his projection. But I'm not sure that all of her options on the bench are actually going to be available to play due to injury. Tommy's hoping for an influx of points from players returning from injury. This is still the time to beat Tommy if you're going to, with many of his players banged up, but I think he will definitely get this win. Brooke's looking out the window, which is freaking me out right now.
Brooke, don't do that,
OMG.
please. Okay. I'll talk to Abby tomorrow. Abby needs to figure it out.
She's gotta
'Cause
add some
Tommy's gotta
players.
lose.
I'll trade with you, Abby.
Over Tom.
What?
No, you're gonna take advantage of
No,
that.
I won't. I never
Yeah.
take advantage of people.
Didn't you have a trade earlier this year?
I send out lots of trade offers.
That's
Some people
crazy.
accept them,
I
some
never
don't.
get them.
So,
Because you don't
yeah,
want
I don't want any of your players. Yeah. I don't think you trade me the only ones I want. So, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Abby wins this week.
All right,
I'm
good.
just gonna go and say
That's a bold prediction, but okay.
All right, Tommy, your team has been beat up, stabbed, shot, burned, drowned, blown up, and dismembered. But you just keep stacking your
Stalking.
stalking your prey. You never quit.
I guess he's also stacking his prey. I don't know.
Can't
Stacking
be
them up.
killed, and that is why you are Jason, and your franchise is Friday the 13th.
Dude just keeps coming back no matter what happens to Tommy's team. Jordan Mason, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, all of his players just get hurt. He just keeps stacking wins, stacking corpses. You are Friday the 13th.
for you.
Abby, 2-4, number 11 in the league. This is a weird one. I struggled with this one. I always struggle with Abby's comps.
Because
I don't
you don't
know
want
why.
to be mean, but because you usually
I don't
are
like to be mean to our new characters, our
Yeah,
new people.
that's
I don't
fair.
like to be mean to the newbies. Okay, but
You
it's
say
mostly.
that, but there's one game we haven't said yet, Dallin.
Oh, Dallin brought this on herself. Dallin brought this on herself. Okay, you're new. Okay, Abby, you're number 11. You need to figure this whole thing out, and that's why I'm giving you House of a Thousand Corpses. This was a Rob Zombie movie. He made this movie his first jump into horror. I don't know if he's done any since then, but it didn't go well. Let's just say that. It was a lot of tropes, like horror movie tropes, and just kind of, I don't know. You could see like a definite love of like horror movies in the movie. Like he likes them a lot, but his execution just wasn't there. And so, House of a Thousand Corpses, I was pretty messed up when I saw this movie, and I was like, this is boring me to death. So,
Never watched it.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
All
Game
right.
of the week.
Game of the
I
week.
wonder who it is.
Let's see who I had a conversation this week.
I also had a conversation.
Was it yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Where Dallin's like, I just keep climbing that ladder. I just keep climbing up our standings, and no one's paying attention to me. Just a silent assassin. I was like, okay, well, I'm putting you in the game of the week then. And here
And then
we
I
are.
got asked, don't put me in the game of the week.
Game of the week time.
Game of the week.
Team Mighty Moose
versus Dick Buttkiss Forever.
versus Dick Buttkiss Forever. That name.
It's just terrible
Mighty
every time.
Moose and Dick Buttkiss Forever. These are some names right here. Hey, Sunny. Oh, Sunny's joining the show, everybody.
Dallin's favorite to win this battle for
4-2 teams.
They're
both 4 and 2.
They're both 4 and
Yeah.
2. Sorry. Number 4 and number 5 in our league, 136 to 131. But TJ has a player he needs to replace in his lineup.
When I wrote this earlier today, it was TJ favored 146 to 136 or something like that. So in that time, someone was ruled out from his lineup. I don't know who it is.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Dallin was disappointed she wasn't getting more.
Pub. Yeah, publicity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Publicity for her run.
This is tongue in cheek. This isn't real. She wasn't disappointed in this.
Unfortunately, she has 4 wins in a row and was definitely tired of hiding in the shadows, poaching wins. She wants to step into the big times. TJ is also 4-2. These two teams are 4 and 5 in our league. I already said that. They are separated. You put separate.
I know. I saw that.
By 18 total points on the season in favor of Dallin.
Yeah, 18 points separating them on the whole season, so they're
That's not
very
bad,
similar.
Nice one.
Awesome.
Baker Mayfield has been amazing for TJ. Derrick Henry has been great for Dallin. Chris Godwin and Brian Thomas look good.
They look like two of the bigger wide receiver steals in this draft for sure.
This is a
They
tough
each
one to
have one of
call, but David definitely wants to see Dallin in the spotlight, where she definitely will for him.
I love reading someone else or hearing someone else read my exaggerations and like, yeah.
I said it. Like
She's
you would have said it.
definitely wants to be in the
Okay.
spotlight where she will definitely thrive.
Then
That's-
you need to
yeah.
like.
Well, I thought I'd read that one.
Sit
I thought you'd write
down.
your
Well,
own
you
down.
didn't then
Sit down.
speak. Then speak up.
Oh my god.
Dallin
26
gets
minutes.
a tough win here. Really tough win.
26 minutes.
Dallin, I hope you win.
This is a special episode.
No, is it?
They're
Okay.
all special. Movie comps. What do you want? Which one do you want to read?
No, you are obviously want to read someone, so you do.
I don't know which one I want to read.
People watch this whole thing.
Yeah. Dallin, your movie comp. Okay, your rise has been subtle and creepy. Okay. Maybe creepy is the wrong word, but little small acts happening while no one's paying attention. But then it grows to a fever pitch. Okay, you're moving up the standings all of a sudden. You've gone from subtle to you're a violent presence in the house. That is why you are paranormal activity. Okay, it's time that we all get the hell out of the house because Dallin's coming.
Those movies.
We do literally, Mo and I literally started watching that earlier before Brooke got home.
I
So,
can't handle it.
No, I have to turn those off when Brooke gets home.
I
so.
did scream though, like that.
Mo was supposed to be writing the script. This is part of why
Oh my
she did
god,
it.
was that
So,
scary?
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was. It's just.
Or a bad part.
It's just weird. I
Yeah.
hate that movie.
I love that you have to read this one.
Okay. TJ doesn't look scary at first, but he keeps getting kills. Nobody expects Baker Mayfield and Chris Godwin to be a killer duo, but Joe Mixon seemed over the hill, and Cortland Sutton, did I say that right?
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton will just always be meh. So it looks like a silly band of weirdos, but they are killing it, and that is why TJ is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It is a weird movie, but those clowns will fuck you up, and they are actually pretty scary.
I think I talked about this last year.
I think you did too.
Yeah, clowns with like these razor sharp teeth, and they kidnap kids and they turn them into cotton candy balls, like cocoons.
But they're in space?
No, they're from space. They're from outer space. Killer clowns from outer space, but they're trying to take us up in their like UFOs, but they turn them into cotton candy balls. So they can eat them later.
But they're not aliens?
They are aliens. Yeah, they're killer clowns from outer space, not in outer space. It's from.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, from...
Yeah, so they are killer clown, alien clowns. For some reason, they're clowns from outer space. I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We did it. That's your comps, guys. Hope you
Dang.
enjoyed it.
28
Next week's gonna be
minutes.
great. See you later.
Spooky.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Burger. Oh, I was waiting for the witch.
Don't wait for the